Yo, what's going on, y'all? It is 5:30 right now. I'm heading over to the gym, and I really haven't made one of these videos just speaking to y'all in a long time, so I wanted to make one. Uh, I guess just to kind of talk about some things, um, be it like my motivations or be it like kind of how I've been pushing myself, staying away from social media and quitting grad school. So we got a lot of things to talk about. It won't be a super long video, nothing like that, but I guess I'll start off with why do I wake up so early for the gym. I watch a lot of videos that talk about a millionaire mindset, and they talk about, the power of just being able to wake up early, right? Like, when I think about it, there's 24 hours in a day, right? 8 hours are going to be dedicated towards sleeping. So that cuts it down to 16. 8 more hours are going to be dedicated towards my work, my job. So now that cuts it down to 8, right? 2 more hours will probably be at the gym at 6. And then you talk about cooking and chores, like making dinner, doing chores. That might be another 2-3 hours. Now I got 3 hours left for any kind of fun I want to do, like a side business or hanging out with some friends or calling a loved one, something like that. So when you really put it like that, as much as there's 24 hours in a day, there really ain't much time to goof off. There's not much time to hit the snooze button. There's not much time to sit up and lay up and scroll on Facebook or scroll on social media when you got things to do, you know what I'm saying, throughout your day. And so part of waking up early is that, for me, when I leave the gym, when I leave and go, do something, I'm leaving the gym probably like 7:30 a.m. The sun is just coming out. People are in their car looking tired as hell going to work. People are, sludging along and looking all depressed and sad. It's like, you just feel like you've started off the day right. You started off the day with a personal accomplishment. And one of the things that stops a lot of people from trying to accomplish their goals is that they feel like they're going to fail before they even start. A lot of times people need some sort of motivation or some sort of belief in themselves in order to keep on going, right? And so a good way to foster and to build that is personal accountability. You know what I'm saying? Is sticking to your word, saying that you're going to do something and then doing it, right? I didn't always wake up at 5 a.m. to go to the gym. I probably started off waking up at like 6:30, maybe 7. You know what I'm saying? And as the weeks went on, I kind of dialed it back to about, 6:30, 6, 5:30, and now 5 a.m. And by holding myself personally accountable and waking up every single morning, it really just helped give me the confidence to make sure that I do it again and again. And then as the results grow, and as you start to see changes in yourself, you start to want to wake up early. You start getting excited to do something that before was something that you couldn't even see yourself doing or comprehend yourself doing. You know what I'm saying? And so that's kind of my motivation for waking up so early. A lot of times you could walk down Elmwood. I'm up here in Buffalo, so a lot of times you could walk down Elmwood and you'll see people running at the same time that I'm walking to the gym. The gym I go to is 30 minutes away. I don't have a car, right? Because a big goal of mine for getting a car is buying one flat out with cash. Putting a bunch of monthly payments on yourself stops you from being able to budget and save money accordingly. You know what I'm saying? And there's a 50-20-30 rule when it comes down to money. 50% of your income gets put to the side for bills. 20% goes towards your savings account. And then 30% goes towards fund for that month. You know what I'm saying? So it's important that you lower as much of your monthly bills as possible, be it like a credit card debt, student loan payments, or anything of that sort, just to make sure that you have enough money to be able to budget accordingly, so that if things come up, you can handle them. One of the worst things is having something come up and you have to worry about money. You know what I'm saying? Or like, how are you going to be able to pay for this? How are you going to be able to do this, do that? You know what I'm saying? So be on the road to financial freedom, budgeting was a really, really important thing for me. God forbid something happened to me or my loved ones, it would be really sucky if I wouldn't have the capital to be able to do something or help them out if need be. Getting off social media. Okay. So I'll use my own personal testimony because I don't want to speak for anybody else. But growing up, I was always attention seeking. Would I say that it was for vanity? Nah. It was just because of how I grew up. I didn't get much attention at home. And the attention that I did get was usually negative. My mom had very, very high standards for me. And so oftentimes, even when I did something right, I was doing something wrong. You know what I'm saying? And, I just didn't get good attention. You know what I'm saying? My mom oftentimes, you know what I'm saying, like, didn't even really want kids. You know what I'm saying? So she made that very, very clear growing up. And so I sought attention and love from people's eyes on me, whether it was good or bad. So I was always a class clown. I was always joking around. I was always, you know what I'm saying, like, just trying to come up with ways for people to pay attention to me. I admired someone like Michael Jackson because I looked at him on stage and just saw so many people loving him and admiring him and just basking in his presence. That I always wanted that for myself too, right? And so I did these things. I danced like him. I learned, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I built myself up in a way where I was a performer. I was always dancing in front of people. Ever since I was 9, 10 years old, you could ask people that grew up with me in the Bronx. Like, I was always talking in class. I was always fighting. I was always doing something to have all these different eyes on me. So, you know what I'm saying? When it really came down to it, it fostered me growing into someone that was attention seeking, you know? Be it my debates on Facebook and statuses that I posted, be it like me performing, be it me just doing things that, although were things that I genuinely loved and had good intentions, you know what I'm saying, was still off the back of me attention seeking. And a lot of times, social media is a really, really dangerous catalyst for something like that. Because even if you do things with the purest intentions, it can easily become murky and swayed by you wanting more and more attention, more likes, more views, and it takes away from the genuineness of what you're trying to put out. And so I just found myself on social media. I would start off positive, doing something, you know what I'm saying, for the goodness of other people, trying to teach people stuff, and then slowly but surely I dive back into trying to get more likes. I dive back into like trying to get more views, being upset that I'm not getting views, being upset that I'm not getting as many likes, being envious, being jealous, all these different things, because at the end of the day, I still didn't deal with the wanting of the attention. You know what I'm saying? With the wanting of people to always look at me and all eyes on me. You know what I'm saying? So I personally had to take a step back from social media because personally, it ruined a big part of me. And I feel like I couldn't be genuine. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like everything that I did was for social media. Everything that I was doing, I was posting. It's like, you gotta do things for you. You know what I'm saying? You can't, people sometimes have it backwards. They'll do all these little things on social media to garner attention, but it's almost like once you start doing that stuff when the cameras are off in your day-to-day life, and then once a camera turns on and sees you doing something and posts it, it's like that's the stuff that gets the most attention, because that's the stuff that's the most genuine. Like when you're doing stuff that's just already a part of your daily routine, you know what I'm saying? Like, people believe you. People want to follow you. People want to listen to you because you're doing something that other people ain't doing every single morning. You're doing something that's inspiring them. You're doing something that's not for the cameras, but for you. The cameras are just a little side piece, a little plus. You get me? And so, for me personally, I had to take a step back from social media. You know what I'm saying? When I cut my locks and shit, I was going through a really, really depressive time. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I dyed my hair green, that was also me attention seeking. You know what I'm saying? Like, a beautiful woman that I speak to now told me, like, Aaron, you're a wonderful person when you speak, when you open your mouth. You don't have to do certain things to your body or to yourself to garner so much attention from people, like, because your mind and your brain is what people need to focus on the most. You don't have to, you know what I'm saying, look at me, look at, oh, I could do, you know what I'm saying? And although I do love being expressive and being an artist, there's a fine line between being an artist and being genuinely that and looking for people to just look at you. So I had to just be honest with myself and come to terms with a lot of things like that. You know what I'm saying? So I took a step back from social media. You know, it gives time for people, it gives people time, to like actually want to see what you're doing. Yo, what the hell has he been up to? Like, how has he been doing? I used to see him every single day on my social media posting, doing it always in front of the camera, boom, boom. Why is he away now? Like, what is he cooking up? You know what I'm saying? Here's a trick. A trick that I found is that if you are a selfish person, if you are a person that does like attention, if you are a person that is vain, you can still use those traits to your benefit. You can still be those things and still be working on them. But if you really want more attention, if you really want more eyes on you, if you really want more vanity in your life, take a step back and give people time to miss you. Then when you pop back out, you'll get that. You get me? So just because you have traits that people deem as negative or bad doesn't mean that it's really negative or bad. It's just how you utilize them to do good. You get me? This is what people talk about when they say that mental illness isn't really an illness. It's just how you utilize it. Plenty of people that are on the spectrum, plenty of people that, you know, have certain mental illnesses that use them. I know a lot of engineers, computer engineers that are autistic. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people that are bipolar that open up a whole counseling firm and speak to other bipolar people. People with like anger issues, there are drug addicts that write books to help other people. Just because you have things in your life that are negative or have things in your life that people say are negative or bad, don't mean that that's what you allow them to be and just give them that power to say, oh yeah, I say I'm negative, I can't do it. Nah, you don't do none of that, because it's your life. It's your destiny. It's your ship. You always have the ability to sway and drive it however the fuck you want. So don't let nobody tell you nothing different. You get me? So that was social media. Let me talk about grad school. So when it came down to grad school, the reason why I stopped going, the reason why I dropped out of grad school is because my heart wasn't in it. Plain and simple. I did not enjoy my subject of learning enough. Grad school is a whole different beast, man. You really have to have a passion for what you're doing in grad school, because if you don't have a passion for what you're doing in grad school, you're not gonna love it and you're gonna drop out, period. The reading is very intense. The study hours are very, very intense. And you really have to care and give a fuck about what you're doing. It's not like undergrad. In fucking undergrad, you could bullshit your way through, because there's so many diversified classes. You know what I'm saying? That it's like, you know, I can kind of get my way through this shit. Masters, though, whole different ballgame. Talking about hours of studying per class. Like, and I was getting A's, don't get me wrong. I was getting A's, but I wasn't happy. And at some point, the future money that I was gonna make and the grades that I was getting did not trump how happy I was. And you realize happiness matters. Not absolutely, it's not everything. Like, I'm gonna just be a happy motherfucker all day. But no, but there's a balance with these kind of things. And you gotta be mature enough to know when to step away from that, when to be mature about your decisions and not stubborn in something. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, really just do what's right for you. Do what makes you happy. Because God has a plan for you. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a certain will that's just bigger than yourself at play here. You get me? And so, I guess I'm saying that to say that for anybody that's doing something that they're not happy at, you know what I'm saying? Something extracurricular, whether it be at school, or be it some kind of internship, or be it some kind of activity. You don't have to prove nothing to nobody. Like, you don't have to, you know what I'm saying? Like, people always say this thing about, oh, quitting, you're a quitter. It's your life. You know? The Rock says that some of the greatest things that happened are some of the things that didn't. You know what I'm saying? And it's okay sometimes to change the the trajectory of your life if it means that you'll be going on a completely different path that's right for you. Because when your passion is in it, when you love what you're doing, it'll be that much more sweet at the end. You can look back and say, you know what? I made the right choice for myself. Get me? So now I just work full time. And I got some things coming on the way, some things I'm cooking up, you know what I'm saying? For sure. Like always. But I'm in a much happier space right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling much more healthy. Going back to counseling. Working on things with a girl that I love. And not looking for attention from people. You know what I'm saying? Not looking for people to give applause for me. Because I'm the applause. You understand? And just been focusing on myself hard body. You know what I'm saying? And so I just wanted to make this video. I didn't mean to make it so long, but this is for y'all. You know what I'm saying? I love you guys so much. My beard's looking great, by the way. I've been doing this deep conditioning thing, man. I don't know. Hey, for the males out there, if y'all ain't deep conditioning at night or some shit, you know, like at least once a week, and they putting some water on your hair and then some leave-in conditioner for the night with a silk bonnet or a silk thing on your beard, man, let me tell you, that shit works wonders. You know what I'm saying? Some black castor oil. You feel me? Taking your damn daily vitamins, your omega-3s, your fish oils, all that. If you ain't doing that, black seed oil, man, if you ain't doing that, man, you're doing yourself a disservice. It's raining outside, so if this video gets kind of blurry, I'm sorry, but man, there's so many things to do to take care of yourself out here. There's no time to be out here chasing these girls and doing this and that. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no time to be out here spending money frivolously. And man, we doing this shit for the long haul. We doing this shit to break generational curses, and we doing this shit for our future family. This shit ain't about us no more. Once you get to a certain age, you gotta start thinking ahead. I'll be 25 in March. You know what I'm saying? There's a family that I have to make proud. There's kids that I have to make proud. My kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, for my mother who passed, like, for my uncles who passed, like, for all the people who passed in my life that put their faith in me, put their last dying breath in me, I gotta make them proud. So there's more that I'm living for than just me. So, putting this video out there, or whatever, and I hope that it touches somebody today. Hope that somebody who's watching this today can be motivated and inspired to challenge themselves and to work on the things that they don't want to work on, and to confront the things in themselves that are the hardest things to confront. You know what I'm saying? Because it's those things that's hard to confront that will be the things that be your downfall. That will be the things that you meet somebody who's meant to be your soulmate, or meant to be your partner in life, or meant to be your next adventure, that you won't be able to really meld with and get with because you didn't work on the things that you were supposed to work on by the time that God had your plan set up. It's your destiny. God has a plan, but it's your destiny. And you can put it right off course. So be the best version of yourself that you could be. Work on the things that you need to work on. Do not be complacent. Loving yourself is not the same as complacent. Two different things. You know what I'm saying? Challenge yourself. Be the best version of yourself that you could be. After this video, taking another break from social media. You know what I'm saying? For another month and a half or something like that. Feel me? And I'll show you guys the results when I'm done, man. And I love you guys so much. And I hope that you guys have a great, wonderful rest of your day. I hope that you guys continue to just be the great version of yourself that I know that y'all can be. There ain't no masses, just individual people all going through this life shit. So I love you. And yeah, man. Be great. Adios.